Kool TV proudly presents East Carter Raiders basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside for countdown to tip-off for exciting East Carter Raiders basketball live on Kool TV.
I think they've kind of, I'll dare to say it, they have developed an identity.
Yeah, they're going to be that hard-nosed team that's going to get after you a little bit. When they turn up that defensive intensity is when they seem to be playing their best. I wasn't able to be here for the Morgan County game, but I was watching online from down across the state. And
right.
It was an impressive-looking game from them. It was a good game down
That's why they lost, because you weren't here.
Probably. At first I was the bad luck guy, but then lately I've been on a winning streak since I've been here. So
both teams were out on the floor warming up and looking at. We've got the lineups for East Carter and we've got the lineups for Bath County, and we'll put those up on a graphic on your screen here in just a second. Bath County, a team that was finally able to get a couple of their players eligible, coach, and but in their last outing failed to Menifee County. So. Trying to come in and right the ship, that's going to be a tough, tall task against the East Carter team. It's tough to win here in Grayson.
Yeah, I'll say that. It's going to be interesting. It looks like Bath County's got kind of a different roster of kids that are coming in and out. So it's kind of hard to get a read on what they're going to be like on the floor, just because you don't really know who's going to do what for them.
Like we said, the JV game ran just a little bit late. Looking at some of the keys for tonight's game, and I'll go first. First for the Raiders, I think they're going to have to win the rebounding. I think the number one thing, though, the biggest checkpoint is make your free throws. East Carter has lost 2 games this year because they have not shot well at the charity stripe. It's no knock on anybody. It's no shade or anything like that. It's the truth. They lost the Lawrence County game because they didn't shoot well from the charity stripe, and they probably should have won Morgan County if they just shoot better from the free throw line. I know it's high school, but you can't shoot 50% and expect to beat anybody.
No, and as of right now for the season, as a team, they're shooting 66% at the line.
Which is not terrible.
But that needs to get up above the 70 mark.
Against Lawrence County, Coach, they miss 13 free throws?
Yeah, something like that.
And then he lost by 6.
Yeah.
If you just hit half of those, So, and against Morgan County, missed their first 6. So, that just cannot continue. If you're going to make a run in the district play, in a district tournament in the region, going to have to start making those free throws. If you're just joining us for the first time, of course, I'm sure we'll have Bath County people join us. We call it exactly how it is. We don't, of course, I follow East Carter everywhere. They have a special place in my heart, and I'm sure they do with Coach Jeff Whitson. But, we kind of show that tough love every now and then. It's one of those things where, there's got to be some accountability to make any progress, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get some more keys, and we'll go over this Bath County Wildcat team when we come back here on Kool.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back out here on Kool TV, as teams continue to warm up, captains and coaches meet at midcourt, shake hands, and let's look at this Bath County Wildcat team coach. And as I pull up their schedule here, coming in at 6-16 on the year. Let's look at their last 4 games. 91-58 over Rose Hill. Lost to Menifee County 61-54, lost to Fleming 90 to 76, and lost to Raceland at home 84 to 52. It's not been the year that I'm sure that Coach Matt Perry has wanted in the preseason. There's a lot of hype around this team as they had a lot of talent and just different things, eligibility issues and stuff like that, just haven't really righted the ship as has so far. And I'll tell you something else that hurts them. Playing in a district with Rowan and Fleming must be brutal.
Yeah, those are 2 very good teams, 2 of the top kind of group of teams
Absolutely.
in the 16th region. And so anytime you got to deal with both of them in the same district, that makes life hard.
It does. So let's look at the starting lineups. First for East Carter. And of course, we do have graphics for that. We'll show them later. Evan Goodman, Blake Hall, Tate and Ty Scott, and Quentin Johnson. That's been the lineup that Cole Brammer's put out on the floor for probably the last 10 games. And it seems that adding Johnson to the lineup adds a little bit of length, and it helps Blake Hall, especially on the rebounding. Now, Johnson's a guy that's not afraid to just fire from 3. We've seen him hit it a couple of times. One game, I believe, he went 3 for 3 from behind the arc. So a kid that really brings a different element to help these guards when you talk about Tate and Ty Scott and Goodman. But East Carter is going to have other people step up and make these perimeter shots to take some pressure off Evan Goodman, because as soon as he hits 1 or 2, and it seems like teams really just key on him, and then it turns into they're going to ISO Blake Hall down low, which that's a really good game plan. But if they're able to have somebody else like Ty Scott, Tate Scott, or somebody off the bench like Sexton or Tussey or somebody like that come out and hit a couple of those shots, and it kind of, if you're a defense, you really can't just key in on Evan Goodman.
Yeah, that's for East Carter. It's one of those things. You know what you're going to get out of Evan on most nights. You know what you're going to get out of Blake Hall on those nights. It's of the 2 Scott brothers, of Quentin Johnson, of a couple of those different guys like William Burton, Gavin Sexton, those guys. Who's going to step up and be the big guy off the bench to give you that little bit of extra that you need to pull off these wins?
So Bath County, you've seen it in spurts. They've looked really good at times, and times they've looked like they've just, this is their first game. It's no secret. I'm sure most people from Owensville would agree with me that. But they're a team that has some serious talent. They can, when they get hot, they can put points up in a hurry. I think East Carter will have their hands full a little bit tonight, especially early, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. Just looking at this team warming up, they're a long, athletic-looking team.
Yeah, they are.
They've got several kids that are long, just good-looking athletes. And I know you can't base it all off that, but just watching the warm-ups, 5 or 6 kids going up dunking the ball in warm-ups.
Right.
It isn't something you normally see in the 16th region.
No, it's not. So, of course, it looks like preliminary indication, Bath County be in their all-red uniforms with Bath County across their chest, Nike check in their right corner with white numbers, and the Bath County Wildcat logo on their shorts. East Carter will be in their home white with red stripes down the side and the Raider logo across their chest. Here's the starters for Bath County. And they go as followed. Russos, Brashear, Sorrell, Renee, and I think that was it, wasn't it? Who else did you have in the starting?
Well, I think they had a couple that were question marks on there.
We're not exactly sure who's going to.
Because I think there was a debate. There was Sorrell, McCarty, Russos, Brashear.
Yeah. And talk about Brashear. He's a guy that's coming back, just came back from an injury. The last time these two teams met, he actually went down with a hyperextended knee. Really good player, man. Bath County looks really good in that game in the first half. Actually led East Carter, and I had to go back, and that's why I was complaining that I lost my scorebook. I had it written at the top. It was something like a 34-6 run East Carter went on from the end of the first half into the second half and ended up winning that game very easily, 25 points after trailing at the half.
It just seems like the most consistent thing with Bath County right now seems to be inconsistency.
Right.
That it's one game they come out and look like a world beater, and the next game they come out and they lose to a team like Menifee County,
right,
which East Carter handled fairly easily.
Absolutely.
And so it's just you don't know which team's going to show up for Bath County. Is it going to be that one that may come out and beat you by 20? Or
it seems like the luck for East Carter is it'll be their best version. We'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV, looking at the head-to-head. Kind of looks mirror images of each other. And you would not think that this is a 6-16 team that we're looking over here at their field goal percentage, shooting 45%. 36% from behind the three-point range and 60% from the free throw line. So just by looking at those stats, Coach, it looks like they've kind of had the same problem East Carter has, just not shooting all well from the charity stripe.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like you said, looking at those numbers, East Carter's 12-10, Bath County 6-16, and those Bath County shoots better from the floor, they shoot better from the three-point line, and they're just a little below them at the free throw line.
Yep.
Sometimes the numbers don't reflect the record.
We appreciate everybody joining us here tonight, but there are some big matchups going on across the 16th region. Of course, Ashland's going to Fleming County. What a big game that is. I mean, I tell you, that's a big game. That is Judgment Day for Fleming County, don't you think, James? We're going to find out what Fleming County is made of tonight. If Ashland goes down there and whoops them bad, then the stock in the Panthers really just plummets. And then down in the 15th region, Martin County goes to Johnson Central. Pikeville will host Shelby Valley, and Elliott County goes to Rose Hill. East Carter's making their way back onto the floor. Bath County momentarily just came back out on the floor. Coach, a really good crowd here below us. Not Bath County's a team that doesn't really travel that well. Of course, we made a trip to Bath County during football season, and I think we probably had more fans than they did.
Yeah, it was a long season on the football field in Owensville this year. They did just hire Brandon Brewer, which was a great hire on their part.
Great hire. We love Brandon Brewer.
I don't say Coach Brewer's a good guy, knows what he's doing. I think that's a home run hire for Bath County on the football field.
Brandon Brewer, a longtime friend, of course, was the coach for the Prestonsburg Black Cats for the longest time, and so big time hire, but a long way from Prestonsburg, anyways. I don't know. I guess it'd be faster to take Mountain Parkway.
Yeah,
because that's in Prestonsburg, isn't it? The Mountain Parkway.
Yeah, probably from the. I don't know. I don't know what the quickest way would be.
It'd have to be. Maybe, I don't know.
You can't get there from there.
No, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure he found a way though.
Yeah.
Still about 1 minute 58 seconds left before we get some pregame national anthem. I don't see the ROTC for East Carter out here. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a break and try to kind of sort out these issues. When we come back, we'll break this matchup down a little bit more here on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality childcare with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginningsatRacelandChristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Back out here on Kool TV as we just Met the starters for Bath County. Now let's meet the starters for East Carter. Evan Goodman, Blake Hall, Tate and Ty Scott, and Quentin Johnson. Good, like we said, good crowd on hand. It's good to see that Morgan County's basketball team across the way from us has made their way down here too.
In Bath County.
No, Morgan County.
Oh, are they? Oh,
they're up in the stands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's not an easy drive, man.
No, it's really not.
45 minutes from here.
Yeah, we've had to make that drive multiple times.
Yeah.
Coaching track and for football both, and it's not an easy road to travel between Grayson and West Liberty.
So the Raiders will get their last second. Little huddle there with their teammates and Coach Cole Bramer. And Coach, we say this every game, but if you're going to make a run, it has to start now. I mean, it has to. To put it just the way it is, East Carter, I think, the heavy favorites in this game. They got to be.
Again, you would think so. It's just
Tap is controlled by Bath County.
Which Bath County team shows up tonight?
Right. I mean, which Raider team shows up too?
Yeah.
Looks like East Carter's starting out man to man. Out front, Swirl has it, gets a pick, mid-range shot off the front of the rim, and no good. And Johnson, that was last touched by Riney, and it'll go back to East Carter. Tate Scott will walk this one across. Now over to Goodman. Inside of Johnson, who probably traveled. They didn't call it, though. Now Tate Scott backs out, gets over to Blake Hall over in the right corner. Bath County starting out in a zone. Let's see. Long three, Evan Goodman. Way off the mark, no good. Rebound goes off to Swirl. Racing in the front court, gets it ahead. Now down low to Rosos and feeds it back to Swirl, who put it off the glass and in. Rosos. Over in the left corner, Tate Scott back out front to Ty Scott. For a three, that's good. Johnson chiropractic three-point shot by Ty Scott.
Hey, Ty got that one to rattle home. It touched every bit of the rim going in.
And it looks like he may have stepped on the inbounds, and he did. Good defensive possession there for the Raiders.
Yeah, they closed off the baseline well, just didn't leave anywhere for him to go and forced him to step out of bounds.
2-3 zone for the Wildcats, which was expected. That's what they ran the entire time. Their first matchup, and that's the defense they run majority of the time anyways. Inside out, over in the left corner to Johnson. Now back out front to Ty Scott, who gives it off to Tate. Goodman. He's going to taking their time here. Looking. Tate penetrates, kicks it back out to Goodman for a three that goes in and out. Rebound goes off to Bath County. Earl has it. Gives it off to Brashear, who has it knocked away. It's still loose. 2-on-1 opportunity. Tate Scott has it. Nice defensive play there, though, by Swirl. It looked like the Raiders had an easy layup there, Coach.
Yeah, that one was a great defensive play. Poked it out of bounds, saved the possession. Bath County, though, like you said, is built as a team to play this zone.
They are. Goodman gets the inbound. Little teardrop is no good. Fighting for the rebound, and it's won by Riney.
They're one of the few teams in the region that's going to play with a center and two forwards. Most teams are playing 3 to 4 guards in the region. So
this is a very long Bath County team. Their guards are, and they've got all their guards have good wingspans also, and we're going to get a foul underneath, and it's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Riney for a hook, and it'll go back to the Raiders. So that's the first foul against either team.
Yeah, that one there wasn't a whole lot of debate on. He totally hooked around Johnson's head. And
2-3 zone still, and I call it that extended 2-3 zone. This is not just them sitting in the box and saying, okay, shoot it. They're going to come out and attack.
Yeah,
so they're attacking 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they're moving out onto ball handlers out at the top of the key, well outside the three-point line. They extend it out and cover.
So East Carter knows what they're doing here. They're kind of trying to tire this defense down until they make a mistake. Blake Hall has it down low, back out to Tate Scott. Scott looks to penetrate. Can't do it. Cut off. Gives off to Goodman. Way out front. Now back to Tate, and they'll reset. Over to Goodman. Johnson has it on the right corner. East Carter being very patient. Blake Hall tries to turn the corner, puts a shot away that's no good. Riney with the rebound for Bath County, racing to Bashir all the way into front court to Swirl for a right corner three that's no good. Rebound goes to Riney. Riney down low to Rousseau, who will put it off the glass and in. Did we get an offensive foul there, Coach?
No, there's called traveling. Ty Scott just caught the pass, went to take off, and didn't put it on the ground first. Didn't dribble the basketball first.
Fixing my scorebook here. Of course, my score. I want to thank you for that. I don't have a scorebook. I used it up. I know I had a couple spots left, but its days were over. Long three over here on the left side. It's no good. Rebound goes to Bashir, puts it on the floor, man. He's going to lose it. It's going to cost him. I bet he wished he just would have put that one straight up. Ty Scott with a heads-up play there. He knew if he dribbled, it would be a double dribble, and he's going to shovel it ahead to Goodman, and East Carter will reset.
Although I'm not sure if anybody else on the floor realized it, even including the officiating crew.
It feels like we've been at 6-3 for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not been a high scoring. I don't think we're going to see 100 broken tonight.
Good look for Evan Goodman is no good. So East Carter, with 3:36 left in his first, only has one field goal. Oh, good play there. Good pick up top, and Bashir will drive and put it off the glass and in.
It's nice ball movement by Bath County there. They're setting screens and moving off of them well.
Good drive by Blake Call, and he's fouled. See that the
Tim. Giving that one to Rousseau's.
Foul will go against Rousseau's. And that is the team's second. Blake Hall's at the line. First one away is good. That's a good sign for East Carter. Six to 4. And they're going to get Ty Scott for a lane violation. No, maybe they pushed him underneath. I don't know. They called something.
Yeah, I'm not sure they called a lane violation. Obviously, it's on Bath County.
Well, if they pushed him inside, it should have been a foul then, right?
You would think. I'm not sure what exactly they called. I mean, obviously it was on Bath County because they gave the Raiders another free throw. But
so technically, Blake Hall will go 2 for 2 at the line. Bath County with possession, racing the front court. Bashir has almost stolen away as he tried to shovel it off to Riney. Instead, gives it off to number 5. That is McCarty, who hits the three. This feels like the way the first game started, Coach.
Yeah,
down there in the EKC regular season tournament, that was at Bath County. Ty Scott wants another one. This one's off the mark. It didn't look good coming off the hand to begin with. Swirl with the rebound for the Wildcats. Racing into the front court. Rousseau looks to drive, working against Blake Call. Turnaround shot is no good. Follow-up is no good. Finally, Ty Scott with a rebound. Scott races off to his left. Gives off to Goodman. Goodman to Blake Hall. Mid-range shot is good.
It's a great shot by Blake. Blake's going to have to alter his game a little bit tonight. He comes up to about mid-chest of Riney, and so.
And looks like we're going to get a foul on Blake Hall. East Carter trying to set up that press. That's only the first foul against East Carter. Checking in for the Raiders is Gavin Sexton, and looks like for Bath County, it'll be Jay Smith.
I didn't see who they call that foul on.
Blake Hall.
They get on Blake.
Smith racing in the front court, gives it off to Swirl. Swirl over to Bashir. East Carter is still playing man. Step back, tough shot, hits it.
Bashir has made a couple of beautiful plays tonight already.
He has 4. The lead's at 4, 11-7. East Carter just kind of got the car in cruise control here. Underneath is Johnson, who puts a shot up no good. Follow is good by Goodman, and you would think that if he misses, they would hopefully call goaltending. It looked like that ball was blocked off the backboard regardless.
Yeah, it was. You could tell because Evan definitely gave a reaction to it after it was in. He's like, you're not
Goodman, back-to-back baskets. Yes, sir. This one from 3, and he has 5 in back-to-back possessions. Johnson Chiropractic 3-point shot there for Evan Goodman. East Carter has its first lead of the game at 12-11. Top is Riney and gives it off to Bashir. Bashir thought about driving, guarded by Johnson. Now they're going to try to ISO him. Working against Goodman. Good defense there by Evan Goodman. Shot is away. It's no good. Rebound goes to Blake Hall. He shovels it ahead to Scott. Over to Sexton. Right corner 3. Good.
Great shot by Gavin Sexton in the corner down there. That's big.
Johnson Chiropractic 3-point shot there by Mr. Sexton.
Maybe Gavin could be that guy we talked about in the pregame.
That somebody's going to have to step up. And whether they're starting, whether they're sitting on the bench, somebody's going to have to come in here and hit shots. And it can't just be as much as we love Evan Goodman, as good of a basketball player he is, for this East Carter team to take the next step, somebody else is going to have to start shooting like that.
Yeah, and tonight's going to be a tough night. We mentioned what you normally get out of Blake Hall. Tonight's going to be a tough night for Blake to get a whole lot. He's in amongst the trees inside. He's got 3 good-sized guys underneath the basket.
Blake Hall, speaking of him, got a good look there, just couldn't convert. Underneath, it should have been a walk-over. Shearer, he'll fire from half court. The shot's away, it's no good. We've played one quarter, 15-11. East Carter leads Bath County. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV, ready to start quarter number 2. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by J.D. Flooring of Greenwood for all your carpet and floor needs to the good folks at J.D. Flooring. By Kurt Robertson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robertson State Farm Insurance. By the Greenham County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, the main branch in downtown Greenham. Books, movies, and so much more. The Greenham County Public Library. By the Flatwoods First Baptist Church, and invite you to worship with them or some other Greenham Baptist Association church. By James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. You'll find all your hardware supplies and more that you'll need at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. East Carter has possession, Coach. They kind of went on a run there at the end of the first quarter after trailing the majority.
Well, things started out a little slow behind the arc, especially, and then Evan Goodman finally got one to fall, and Gavin Sexton got one to fall, and that helped pick things up quite a bit.
Good sequence there, but I thought Ronnie may have shuffled his feet. It doesn't matter. I'm not the official. He'll put it off the glass and in. It's his first basket of the night. East Carter on the attack. You'll see that on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Goodman has it over the left corner. Burton's checked in. Over to Sexton. Sexton gets it. Inside out. Out to Goodman. Goodman looks to drive. Tough shot. No good. Rebound goes to Sexton. Sexton's shot is rejected by Riney. Over to Tate Scott. Tried to go baseline. He's cut off by Swirl. Good defensive possession here for Bath County, Coach.
Yeah, Bath County's moving and covering the open spaces, and they rotate well away from the basketball. Like I said, they're physically built to be a zone team, and you can tell
they got a lot of length, even up front. There's a lot of length, and those guys cover a lot of ground really, really quick. Sexton has it. Well, Evan Goodman.
You can tell they're very comfortable in the zone defense. They understand it, and they move well in it.
Blake Hall looks to drive. Tough mid-range shot. In and out. No good. Rebound goes off to Smith for the Wildcats. Racing up the left side. Circles off to his right. Gives it off to Swirl. Will take a very long three. That is no good. Rebound underneath. Still fought for. One by Bashir, who kind of maybe, I don't know what they're going to get him for an offensive foul. I'm not sure the sequence there, but that'll go against Bashir. Yeah, and I believe Is that number 2 on him? Maybe not. Just number 1.
I'll say I've only got 1 down for him. Yeah, he definitely had position, but he lowered that shoulder and went over top.
That's one thing that the officials have made clear tonight is we've seen a couple of times. They're content with calling those offensive fouls. Sometimes you get officials that just won't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely there's been a couple.
There's a foul right there. Yeah, they had to call that. I don't know what the Bath County's going to be upset about it, but there's nothing to be upset about. There's a foul. I mean, no matter the way you look at it. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by the Russell First Baptist Church. We invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church. Also want to thank Tri-State Ophthalmology. They provide the Tri-State with expert surgical and medical management of eye disease, including LASIK surgery. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. Evan Goodman has it. We've been stuck at 15-13 for a long time.
Yeah, there was a little streak where some of the baskets started to fall, and then now they've put lids back on both of them, and they kind of stalled out a little bit.
East Carter really taking their time in this possession. Ty Scott has it. Looks to drive. Underneath. Gets it to go. Tough shot. He'll put it off the glass and in.
That was a very tough shot by Ty Scott. Oh, great steal by Tate.
Tate gets us, and Blake Hall went for the Kobe Bryant jam in the lane there. And let me tell you something. That was a travel if I ever seen one. That was maybe a good no call because it was a travel and there was a foul. No call as Burton misses the easy one underneath. East Carter's going to have to start converting here.
Yeah, that got to be a hectical sequence there of travel miss shot.
Brashear, nice feed down low. Even better defensive play by Blake Hall. And even better, I tell you what, Brashear's court vision is really, really nice, Coach. He kept his composure there. Kind of got batted around a couple of times. Was able to get the assist there. Up front's Ty Scott, I believe. East Carter holds a 17-15 lead. Another long three is good by Ty Scott. So East Carter shooting the ball well thus far, Coach.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of been in streaks, but they seem to be kind of falling back into another little hot section of the streak there. So
the lead goes to 5. It's the largest of the game for the Raiders. Down low, Brashear, nice play. He'll put it off the glass and in, and it's fouled by Evan Goodman. We have a chance to complete that old-fashioned three-point play. That's Evan Goodman's first. Like Johnson's going to come get Blake Hall to check back in.
Brashear so far has been a very impressive player for Bath County.
Let me tell you something. In the first half of the East Carter game in Owensville, in that EKC regular season tournament, until he hurt, and I think it was a hyperextension on his knee, man. That was scary anyways, but he played very well. Burton, corner three, it's no good. It's rejected by Brashear. Racing down the middle of the floor, working against Johnson. He's going to drive past everybody and put it off the glass and in.
That wasn't a good possession for East Carter right there.
You're going to have to guard somebody. You can't let that happen.
Well, it started with a very tough, heavily contested shot in the corner.
And we got a foul. Is there a foul underneath? Maybe not. They're just out of bounds.
It's called out of bounds.
Like injured Wildcat down. That looks to be Smith.
Well, out of bounds and look like the ball's going to stay with East Carter.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Maybe just a stinger there. That's good news. So Evan Goodman will inbound underneath his own basket. Shout out to Still Photography. They're here too. I've seen Casey and his wife here.
They do a great job photographing and videotaping all
Ty
these.
Scott hits another. He's 3 for 3. 9 points for Ty Scott. Johnson Chiropractic 3-point shot. Brashear has it. I'll tell you what, they got to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, if I'm Bath County, ball, every possession is going to start with him or the ball's going through his hands at some point.
Sorrell has a good defense there by Tate Scott. Good defense there by Evan Goodman. Inside out. Rasos in the lane. Tough runner is no good. This one should go back to the Raiders, and it will. That was last touched, let's see here, by number 34, which is Bowling.
Yeah, Bath County changing up their starters kind of threw off my list.
All right, I appreciate it. Down low to Scott. Back to Blake Hall. Hall waits for everybody to glide by, and he'll put off the glass and in. This will probably go against Brashear, Coach.
It did. That's his second. You do notice the gym being a little more quiet than usual tonight. Good luck to the East Carter cheerleaders who left for Florida today.
I'll tell you what, without the cheerleaders here, it's been really quiet.
Yeah, I'll say it's really quiet. They had a nice send-off at school today.
I was kind of wondering what's going on tonight. I couldn't figure out why it was so quiet. And let me say this, we don't like that.
No.
We want it to be as noisy as we can.
Well, they had a nice send-off at school today. They had a pep rally.
Well, good.
And had the whole school come in to watch their routine before the girls all left.
They deserve it.
So good luck to them in Florida.
Another one of those key elements to making a good school district is the cheerleading team that doesn't get enough credit. They work their tails off also. There's a lot of moving parts that you really wouldn't think about until you actually sit down and think about it. That's the best way to say it.
Absolutely.
So lead, it's large. It's at 7, 26-19. Hall looks to drive. Cut off. Now Ronnie's going to take right at Johnson. This foul will go against Johnson. He did a good job of staying his ground, but he's at a significant height at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for Quentin Johnson.
So foul will go against Johnson.
He's given up probably 4 to 5 inches in height easily.
Trying to get it to Ronnie. They want to get an inbound play. They've put lane on him over there.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit of length.
And almost thrown away, and it is. Ty Scott will take that and take it off the glass and in. Timeout, Bath County. So I haven't got a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Back out here on Kool TV, and we were just talking during break, as you can see a couple of the highlights from your Grayson Sporting Goods and instant replay. And we were talking about a couple of big keys here. Final 2 minutes for Bath County, huge. Trailing by 9, you go into the half down double digits. You kind of that may be. It's definitely not a mountain they can't climb, but this team's not really built to score a lot of points at quick.
No, it seems
real quick, I should say.
And it seems like this lead has kind of come very quietly. It doesn't feel like it's been a 9-point.
It's been a chiseled lead. They chip a piece here, they chip a piece there, and partially because of how good defensively Bath County's been. Backdoor cut is going to sail over the head of Sorrell, and they'll go out of bounds back to the Raiders. 7th turnover for Bath County, so that's not going to get it done, Coach.
No, that's something they're going to definitely.
You know what
have
that
to
sounds
cut
like? That sounds like Kentucky basketball.
I will say it was a good night the other night when Louisville won, Eastern won, and UK lost.
Yeah,
that was a good night.
Probably a really good night for you because Louisville usually doesn't win.
Not the last couple of years.
Of course, I'm one of the biggest Kentucky fans there is, and I just love the offense they run. Trust me, I get it. But at some point, they're going to have to start playing some defense if they're going to potentially make an Elite Eight, Final Four national championship run. Good shovel down low from Goodman, who finds Blake Hall right in the middle of the lane. He'll put it up and in.
East Carter coming out with a little bit of just a token press there a little bit.
This one's kicked out of bounds. I have a good one. James is a North Carolina fan, and they've just been rolling.
Yeah.
Probably destined for a number 1 seed in Kentucky. They keep playing the way they have. They did look better at Vanderbilt, I will say that. But, of course, Wagner's been out of the lineup, and that hurts them significantly. They're going to have to really tighten up defense. Oh, we're going to get a foul underneath against Blake Hall, and I think it was. I think that's a really good call. Just couldn't finish there at the rim was Riney. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Blake definitely he slid in a little bit late right there. He had
he was underneath the basket,
but it was too late.
They need to put the restricted area in high school basketball. It's not a rule, but seriously, think about it. If you're underneath the basket trying to guard the guy with the ball or getting a pass, you're not in a decent guarding position.
No, I agree with you on that one.
So Riney hits number 1. And he hits number 2. So 30-21. I think East Carter's content to maybe take this all the way down.
I think you're right.
They're under a minute here, and maybe, Tate Scott said, I'll take a corner 3 that's no good. He'll get his own rebound and hand it off to Ty Scott way out front.
With the zone defense, it's been long possessions anyway, so I don't think East Carter's in any real big hurry. If they get an open shot, I think they'll take it, but they seem pretty content for having to stand there and hold it for a few seconds.
The longer they sit out there and hold it, the more extended that defense is, and it strains it. And you're going to get an open shot here. I think East Carter knows it. Goodman gets it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to be fouled with right around 3 seconds left. It's a good thing because East Carter was in bad shape right there.
Yeah, they had kind of gotten themselves in some trouble on that one.
So Tate Scott, the inbound, gets ahead to Ty. He'll fire for 3. This one misses everything, and we've made it to the half. East Carter holds a 9-point lead over Bath County, 30-21. We'll be back on Kool TV.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back out here on Kool TV, we're at the half. And we've got some of the youth out there playing, Jeff. And I'll tell you, this is the future for East Carter right here. You may not think so, but
this is the most fun part of the game, absolutely.
By the time I get to be your age, these kids will be starting for Coach Cole Rammer.
Uh-oh.
Well, hey,
That's Coach.
If you don't have to,
Coach Bremer's little nephew there.
If you don't have to dribble, why would you?
Yeah. It's Coach Cole Bremer's little nephew.
Oh, good shot there.
Look at him.
Yeah. Look at some of the stats, though, Jeff. I mean, it's ugly. First, let's go to the team stats. 45% for the field for Bath County, which is really good. But the problem is they haven't been shooting the ball there as much.
Yeah.
3-point percentage, of course, big heavy favorite there is East Carter. Wow, 100% at the free throw line.
Yeah, they haven't shot a ton of them, but
let's see how many they've shot. Well, they're 3 for 3. Hey, they started out 0 for 6 the other night.
Say technically there was one miss, but it got bailed out on the lane violation.
Of course, Bath County has out-rebounded East Carter, though, 15 to 12. Looking at some of the individual scoring, nobody really has just lit up the scoreboard. Ty Scott leads all scorers with 13 for the Raiders, and, of course, Evan Goodwin with 5, Blake Hall with 9, and there's some – let's see here. And for Bath County, it's Brashear with 8. Almost a double-double. He's already got 6 rebounds also. Just a lot going on. Neither team with a block, Coach.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
And only 10 total fouls called in the first half. So it was just a very it didn't seem like that I don't know. It just felt like cruise control for both teams in the first half.
Yeah, like I said, it was one of those things. East Carter's got a 9-point lead, but it didn't almost feel like a 9-point spread.
It didn't, and I tell you, it almost feels like that both teams just came out flat, man.
Yeah.
Is that not the way you felt too?
Well, and I think part of it, like you said, is Bath County's going to play in that extended zone defense. It's going to be slow possessions. You're going to have to be methodical, trying to get to the basket and make shots, and it's just slowing things down.
Right.
And so it just kind of takes the energy out of everything.
Right. So we'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for the best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV is of course, Greg Cherry down there does a great job with the youth league, man.
Yeah, he does. He's great working with those young kids.
Of course, we like Greg Cherry, super great guy. Of course, I believe we had him on tape.
We got a little battle going on here.
That's a jump ball down there. And so we had him on, what do they call those, James, when you just ride on it? We had him at the golf tournament. He was riding around on one of those things that it's a hover, not a hoverboard. It's a hoverboard. It's a hoverboard. He was on that thing all day. I don't know how that thing I mean, he had to stop and charge it at one time. There's no way that thing went all day. I mean, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Greg Cherry. He is a professional hoverboard rider. I mean, he didn't even stumble one time on that thing. So, it's good to see the youth out here at halftime of a varsity game, probably the biggest crowd that they will have all season.
It's kind of funny. The little tie-up on the floor there will be interesting to see when we're.
Well, I noticed that they didn't change the possession over down on the score table.
Well, when we're at football practice the next time, it'll be interesting. The little tangle on the floor was two of the guys I coach with kids.
Yeah.
So,
oh, well.
one of Coach Jones's kids and one of Coach Brammer's kids were the two in the tie-up.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean.
I'm sure that'll come up in the coach's office.
So, one thing that made East Carter successful, not only in the classroom, Coach, but on the athletic playing surface, whether it's soccer or basketball or football or baseball or softball, it's the feeder system. And out here in Grayson, they have one of the best feeder systems all around.
Yeah, it's been a thing that there's been a lot of work done in all the sports.
Right.
Trying to get as many kids involved in everything as we can. And, I mean, I know for football, we do everything we can do, and basketball has MTXE.
Right.
Baseball, there's several different leagues and travel groups. It's just trying to get every young kid into something.
We got a scoring update. Down in Flemingsburg, Fleming County leads Ashland 30-24 at the half. Now, I believe I was the only Cool Hits guy that had Fleming County up above Rowan County. I'm not sure. And the only reason I did that, and I know Rowan County defeated Fleming County, the only reason I did that because Rowan County went to Boyd County the very next night and just got destroyed. I mean, I think it was like a 25 or 30-point win there for Boyd County. So while the youth future Raiders battle it out on the floor, we'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. They know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
I don't know. Back out here on Kool TV, we were talking, of course, Coach Jeff Whitson is a special teams coach, the best special teams coach in the area out here at East Carter. And we were talking about, our trip to Bath County during football season, and one of the plays of the year by one of your leaders, Isaac Messer, the ball actually rolled back to Isaac and kind of bobbled it, and all of a sudden he was 6 or 7 yards in the back of the end zone. And finally gets the punt away, but I tell you, Coach, if he picks it up and runs, he probably scores.
I don't say he made a great play picking that ball up, but it's one of those plays that made my heart sink because We've got a shutout. We've got a shutout going. We're punting from deep in our own field position, and then we get a bad snap on it in the end zone, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh no, we're giving up the shutout on special teams."
Yeah. So just one of those things where it wasn't a planned fake. Of course, it turned into an Australian style kick, though. Of course, Isaac Messer, I tell you, a career that won't soon be forgotten out here at East Carter. One of my favorite players to watch out here. A guy that you really just you had to hold him and throw him you had to try to throw him to the ground because you couldn't block him.
No, Isaac's a great kid. Works hard. He played football for us for all his years. He's run track for me and throws shot and disc for us, and is one of the hardest working kids that you'll ever meet. Like, he picks stuff up on his own, like with shot and disc, and he works hours and hours and hours on his own just trying to get better at it.
So, like we said, Fleming County leads Ashland at the half, 30-24. We're ready to start half number 2 here, 30-21. East Carter leads. Boyd County leads 62-38. Who are they playing, James? Do we know? I can't remember who they're playing. I got to look at it. I don't. It must be girls. They're playing Portsmouth, Ohio, which is Portsmouth's a good team. Boyd County just throttle them right now. Brashear down to Riney, back to Rassos, who puts it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes up to Ty Scott.
It was a smart play by Blake Hall. He could have really easily picked up a foul right there.
2-3 zone for Bath County starting out. That's something they ran the entire first half. Don't expect anything differently.
No, they've settled into it. I think you were right earlier. That's definitely their dominant defensive set, and they're very comfortable in it.
East Carter's not necessarily lit the scoreboard up against the 2-3 zone this year.
No.
Good deflection there. Ty Scott runs it down. Back out to Tate. East Carter will reset.
Like we said, Bath County's built for it. They're one of the few teams that plays a true center and 2 forwards within the region, so they've got a back line for that 2-3 zone.
Ty Scott over to good passing underneath. Ty Scott has it. Back out front to Tate. Tate looks to drive, gives it back to Goodman. Goodman looks to drive. Little tough shot rejected. Rebound goes out to Ty Scott, and they'll reset again. Second chance for East Carter. This will be the third and maybe even the fourth. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Back out front to Goodman. He is fouled. They didn't call it.
It's one of those games. It's a good thing we don't have the shot clock in high school like you always want.
Well, I think it should be 1 minute. I've always said that.
Well, East Carter would definitely be in trouble on this possession.
Well, you know what? The defense should be rewarded at some point for playing well, don't you think?
Yeah, but the ball's not hit the rim on this possession. East Carter's had the basketball for a long time right now.
See, the defense was rewarded there as they were stolen away there by McCarty. I mean, it's not, there's been times East Carter's held teams, without any points for a full minute and they've had the possession. Brashear for 3, he hits it. There's people out there that are strongly disagreeing with me. Well, listen, if you got a possession and you can't find a way to score in 1 minute of the possession, you probably don't deserve to have it.
Well, my only argument is in the high school game, you have a lot of times you have trouble getting a lot of scoring anyway. And if you got to come down and start rushing shots even more, I think you kill the offense even more in that aspect.
And this one's going to roll off Blake Hall's foot and it'll go out of bounds back to Bath County. So good start for Bath County.
Yeah, Blake seemed to think that went off Riney went off Riney's foot is what Blake was trying to argue, but Jeff Adkins did not agree with Blake's assessment.
Riney down low. That one almost went in. It was a pass to Brashear. He'll get the rebound. Turn around, no good. Rebound goes to Riney. Riney puts on the ground and will put it up and in, and a foul. That's just not boxing out, Coach. You got to box out a little bit better there.
You got the foul on Evan Goodman there.
It's his second.
It's one of those plays where the length came into play where he just rose up over top of everybody and got it.
And not only that, but he wanted it more.
Yeah.
East Carter didn't box out.
No.
Ronnie can't get the free throw to go, and we got it's like Blake Hall saying he was hanging on me, but Blake's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, I think that call got made off of sound. The player hit the floor, and and made a sound with it and got the call.
Good inbound play there. Ryan, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go. This should go back to East Carter, and it will. As official Jeff Atkins over on the far side.
I will say, I got that. Is that 3 on Blake Hall? Yeah, that's 3 on Blake, so that's something to keep an eye on for East Carter.
I think he played until he fouls out. Just me personally.
You got to, but it's going to.
Hall down low, tried to shovel it to Evan Goodman. It's batted away. And they're trying to really work the inside of that 2-3 zone. And thus far, here in this third quarter, Bath County's been very efficient of stepping in passing lanes. Rousseau's puts off the glass, can't get it to go. Another opportunity. He'll put off the glass again, can't get it to go. Finally, Evan Goodman comes down with a rebound, racing off to his left. Gives off to Ty Scott, who's 3 for 3 thus far tonight. Misses his first one. Tate Scott with the rebound. Back in front to Ty Scott. The longer that East Carter has possession, they're okay with this because Bath County's not scoring, and it's taken a lot of energy to kind of follow these passes all the way out here, way in front of the perimeter.
Yeah, when you make Bath County move sideline to sideline.
Ty Scott for 3, good.
Big shot by Ty Scott.
Johnson chiropractic 3-point shot for Ty Scott. Good job there by Ronnie. He just couldn't get it to go. Gets it again. He's fouled by Johnson. Put it off the glass and in. Foul will go against Johnson.
It's just 2 on Quentin.
Free throws away. It's good. Yeah, he shoots free throws pretty well.
He's got a pretty free throw stroke for a big man. I believe he's 3 for 3 at the line now, I think.
4 for 3. Oh, excuse me. 3 of 4.
3 of 4.
You get a foul up front. That'll go against Riney. That's his second.
Yes.
What I have down.
What I've got also.
Tate Scott has it way out front. Gives it off to Sexton. Now to Ty Scott. Scott over to Tate. Little Johnson back out front. Over to Sexton, who wants another 3 in the air. No good. Good rebound there by Brashear. 3-3-29 leads it 4. Brashear looks to drive and may have traveled a little bit. Gives it off to McCarty. Mid-range shot is no good. Ronnie with another board. Can't get it to go. Fighting for it underneath. He gets it again. Shot away. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes off to Tate Scott. Racing to the front court. East Carter 3 on 3 over in the right corner. 3. Gavin Sexton is good.
A great look by Scott and found Gavin Sexton out on the wing who just caught it in stride and had a really nice looking shot right there.
Sexton's second triple of the night. He went through a spell there. He went through one of those dry rut in the middle of the season where nothing was really falling for him. Swirl has it, looks to drive. Nice drive. He'll take it, put off the glass. No good. Let's see who they get the foul against, though. Foul will go against Sexton. That's his first. Swirls at the line. First one is away. It's no good. Of course, the East Carter student section here below us is not as rowdy as it was the other night. I'll tell you, when Morgan County was here, they were really ready to go. And a couple of times it got really quiet, maybe too quiet. And we heard some things coming out of there that were not vulgar or anything, but they were, comical.
Yeah, the kids in there like to get after it a little bit, and sometimes it's nice to have a little bit have that cheerleader noise.
Yeah, nothing bad. It was nothing bad. It wasn't any calling out anybody or any cuss words or anything like that. But some of the things they say, and all student sections say it is when you get to be, as Goodman hits a right corner 3, when you get to be me and Coach's age, it becomes a little more humorous, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things everybody's been.
Good passing. Brashear has it just inside the lane. What a good move. He'll put off a glass again. Wow. And we got a timeout, Bath County, a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Be back on Kool TV. Of course, we will have tomorrow's games, and I say tomorrow's games because at 7:30, the Lady Raiders are in action, and at 6 o'clock, the Raiders are in action. They'll host Fairview, a game that just kind of got on the schedule, yesterday or this morning was official? Yesterday.
I'm not even sure when that one got picked up.
Ty Scott has a thought about it, gives it off to Johnson over in the left corner. Now back out front to Goodman.
It's a big defensive possession for Bath County right here. They need to get a stop here.
Goodman fires three. Good.
And Evan Goodman says never mind to that.
Johnson chiropractic three-point shot there for Evan Goodman. Shear will take this all the way in and trying to get a pass down low to Riney, and he'll sail out of bounds back to the Raiders. Eighth turnover, first of the half. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring of Green. For all your carpet and flooring needs, see the good folks at JD Flooring. Out front, Ty Scott wants a three. This one's no good. Riney skies for the rebound and gives it off to Sorrell, racing up the far side. That's his 10th rebound per James Collier, who's the best producer and stats keeper in the 16th region. Shear fires, tough shot, can't get it to go off the front of the rim. Ty Scott with the rebound. Head to Goodman. Goodman wants it, fires another three. This one's good also. Another Johnson chiropractic three-point shot for Evan Goodman, and all of a sudden, this lead has went to 10. And it looks like maybe McCarty may have dribbled off his foot. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, the ball will go back to East Carter, though. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you by Kirk Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kirk can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kirk Robinson State Farm Insurance. And by the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, and the main branch in downtown Greenup. Books, movies, and so much more. The Greenup County Public Library. Gavin Sexton has it way out front. The lead's at 13 now, Coach. And I'll tell you, Bath County had it down to a single possession there at one time.
Yeah, it was down to 2 or 3 points, and East Carter again just kind of chipped away. Some shots have fallen.
Sexton wants a three. This one's good. Triples for Gavin Sexton. What a way to end quarter number 3 for the Raiders. They have their largest lead at 16. We'll be back on Kool TV, as you can see.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back out here on Kool TV, East Carter coach, per James Collier over here to my left, on a 15-4 run right now. So I'm not a mathematician or a math genius like James Collier is. Of course, he's a math teacher, but I know that's plus 11 for the Raiders.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Bath County can continue to sit in this zone with the lead kind of growing for East Carter. If they're going to sit in the zone, East Carter will be content to hold the basketball and make this a short quarter.
They will. That's what you're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
So very guard-heavy lineup on the floor right now for the Raiders.
So Bath County's going to have to eventually get out of this zone and come to more of a man-to-man and try to trap and create some turnovers to get back into this. They're not going to get enough possessions to be able to get to the 48-point mark.
Wraparound pass to Sexton, back out to Goodman. He's open again, three in the air, good! Evan Goodman again with a Johnson chiropractic three-point shot.
If the Raiders keep shooting like that, it's not going to matter what Bath County does on the defensive end.
No, and that's deflating because you played pretty good. 12th made three for East Carter.
Wow.
That's deflating because the majority of that possession you played really good defense. Spin in the lane, tough shot by Swirl, can't get it to go. Burton with the rebound, hands it off to Scott. Scott racing down the middle of the floor. It's just going to turn this one around and almost thrown away by Swirl. Go back to East Carter. Of course, after the game tonight, Coach Cole Randall will come up here and join us. And anytime, man, I'm telling you, I was doing East versus West the other night. I can't remember if it was the boys or the girls. I think it was the boys. And I'm telling you, you were sitting right here below me. And that was the hottest gym I've been in a long time, man.
That was the hottest gym I've been in since back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I thought, and listen, let's just be honest here. I'm a little overweight. I understand that. But I'm actually in pretty good shape. But I'm not a heavy sweater. I don't really sweat a whole lot even when I go to the gym. But I'm telling you, I was almost drenched after I left that game.
The only time I've ever been hotter, I remember back in the day, Boyd County Ashland games. Ashland was notorious for turning the heat on the visitor side of the gym against Boyd County.
Hall down low, can't finish. Good defense there by Riney. Ahead to McCarty. McCarty over in the right corner. Back out to Bashir. Down low to Riney. Guarded by Sexton. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, you'd look in Old Anderson Gym and the little streamers hanging out the side of the heater on the visitor side of the gym would be blowing straight out. And on the home side of the gym, it'd be nice and calm. So those were the hottest gyms I've ever been in. But West Carter the other night was a close second.
Oh, man, it was toasty in there. We got a foul.
That's got to be a push-off.
Offensive foul underneath against Riney.
Yeah.
We got a scoring update. 41-35, Fleming County leads Ashland in the third quarter with 2:35 left. Riney's third per my score. You got three on him?
Yeah,
too?
that's his third.
Looks like
One thing he plays, he's got really long arms, and he plays with those arms a lot of the time, and he uses them to create a little bit of space and things like that, and he's gotten called a couple times for it tonight.
I mean, he's a good player, man, really. Out front to Ty Scott. Scott thought about it, gives it off to Sexton. Now back out front to Ty Scott. All of a sudden, we're under 6 minutes. Scott will fire for three. This is no good. Rebound goes to Goodman, and this is where it hurts him with Ronnie on the bench. Goodman gets the rebound, puts it off the glass, or just gets a little teardrop in the lane. That's good. This one's rejected out of bounds. And they just throw it off the back of Sexton. Sexton did a really good job there of fouling. Well, threw it off the back of Sexton, I believe. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he threw it off his back on the inbound play.
So he said pretty much, if you're going to do that, you're going to earn those 2 points at the free throw line, which Sorrell was pretty good free throw shooter.
Well, but that's always been one of my pet peeves in basketball is defensive guys that will reach in and will lightly tap somebody and then pull their hands back and then let them convert an and one.
Yeah.
If you're getting whistled for the foul, don't give them the and
No,
one.
absolutely not. Man, those didn't even come close to touching the rim. Swirl drills both of those.
No, that was a good foul by Sexton. I'll say, if I'm watching that film, I'm happy going, I made him hit 2 shots to get 2 points instead of 1.
Sexton staying on that EC logo. To Tate Scott, over to Ty Scott. Scott wants it, fires three. No good. Rebound. Good job there by Gavin Sexton, a kid that does not, a play that's not going to go necessarily in the scoring column, and he is banged up.
Yeah, he hit hard on the floor right there.
Let me tell you something. He went way up to get that, and that's not going to go in the scoring column or in the rebounds, but he made that play possible on that miss.
Yeah, he hit the floor really hard right there. It's good to see he bounced up. He's hurting a little bit right now, but it looks like he avoided major injury at least, hopefully.
Sorrell walks this one across. The lead is now 21, Coach, which with 5 minutes left here in the fourth, that is, you're not going to come back from that.
I'll say Bath County's going to have to get hot really quick.
Long three is good by Sorrell. Timeout, Bath County. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV, I shouldn't even mention this as an upset. This is, it's not an upset because we really haven't got to watch a lot of Fleming County this year. They're leading Ashland still. But that game is probably in the fourth quarter right now. We need to get an update from Jacob. Is he there? So.
Fleming County's definitely got a solid ball club.
Well, like I told James at the break, now you put Fleming County up in that bracket of those real good teams and way round beat them. I think that there's now, I still think there's 5 teams that can win this region. I think it's that open. And if you get a team like maybe an East Carter or a Russell or a Greenup or somebody that gets hot for one game, they're a team that's a threat to win the region. You just never know. I think for the first time in a while, we're going into the region where it's not, okay, Ashland and Boyd are for sure playing each other.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it was one of those things last year. East Carter got hot at the right time and gave Boyd County all they wanted.
They had Boyd County beat. Good job underneath there. Scott feeds Blake Hall, who can't get it to go, but he is fouled. No. And, of course, you saw that game here on the Cool Hit Sports Network, as you'll see all of the region this year, the girls and the boys down in Moorhead. We'll be down there covering the region tournament, and we enjoy it, man. We love it down there. I've never actually covered a 16th region tournament with Cool Hits. This will be my first, hopefully. Last year I had a respiratory virus that went around and still goes around sometimes, but now we don't wear masks when we go into places. So it was not, it was a systematic one.
Oh.
So it was, it wasn't a asymptomatic where you don't have symptoms. This was not good. So, of course, that was the first time I ever had it.
Yeah.
I guess, that I know of.
Sure, at some point, all of us have had it at this point.
We have, for sure, no doubt. No joke. Goodman looks to drive. Kind of a floater. No good. Tapped around and gets his own rebound. We're tiptoe under 4 minutes here. East Carter still holds a 19-point lead, and I'm sure Coach Cole Bramer is just content with holding it.
Oh, absolutely.
But you're going to tell that to guys who've shot the ball pretty well tonight? I don't think so. East Carter 12 of 25 from 3, and it looks like Ty Scott is fouled. And this may go against Bowling. It's either against Bowling or Sorrel.
They got it against Sorrel.
You have him for 2?
I only have him for one, but I know I missed that last foul at least, so I'm not sure who they got it on.
Our official stat keeper, James Collier, who. Okay, so 47-40, Fleming County leads Ashland at the end of 3. 57-37 here. East Carter, shot the ball extremely well tonight, Coach. Still with about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, but quick turnaround. You can't think about this game an awful lot. You got a Fairview team that can beat you if you don't play well tomorrow coming in.
Oh, absolutely. It's the one thing where I love coaching the sport of football. I know we play every Friday night. You play Friday night, you got 7 days to get ready for the next one. It would drive me nuts with basketball and baseball and some of these sports where you sit there and like tonight, you sit there and go, all right, this is a good win for East Carter. You're going to win by somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 points. Right. And you sit there and turn around and go, by the way, in 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, this is, like I said,
we'll fly it back up again.
Yeah. Now, the double-edged sword, though, is if you lose, you sit on it for a whole week.
Yeah, but on the coaching side of that gives me 7 days to go back in.
I set you up there so nice. You could have really said something good there. Well, I forgot what that feels like is how you answer that question.
I wish, but then I'd have a state. but if I said that, I'd have a state championship ring on my finger right now.
Sorrell, long 3 is good. Wow, good shot there by him. Of course, it's no secret the success that Coach Tim Champlin and his staff and the East Carter Raiders have had over these past 3 or 4 years. Man, they've been really, really good. And when I go to Ashland and I talk to these Ashland people in Boyd County, and Russell, I don't think they really understood how good East Carter has been until, you go win at Boyd County, you go win at Russell. Nice take by Blake Hall. He'll go straight to the basket and in.
Yeah, it's definitely been a fun ride the last couple of years.
We'll talk about a game, of course. Boyd County has to make the trip, and I've nicknamed it Death Valley. They're going to make the trip up here this year.
It'll be a good one. Boyd County returns a lot of kids and should be a very good football team this year.
Boyd County is a team that can win their district. They're going to be very good. And they've got a really good coach in Coach Evan Ferguson. Super great guy, great coach. Out front to Goodman. So Scott and Goodman both with 19. Under 2 minutes here. Lead sits at 19. Goodman looks to drive. That is an old-fashioned teardrop in the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board. Puts it up again. He's fouled.
Well, back at the beginning of the game, one of the things we said was we're going to need someone out of that Gavin Sexton.
I think Gavin Sexton played really well tonight.
That group of kids, we said we're going to need one of them to step up and have a good game tonight. And Gavin Sexton's obviously stepped up and had that good game tonight.
And that's not out of character for Ty Scott to have a game like this. I mean, he's a really good shooter too.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy like Gavin Sexton come off the bench and play the way that he has tonight, that's something that we'll talk to Coach Cole Bramer about here when he comes up here and talks. But that adds a different level to this Raider basketball team.
Yeah,
almost a good rebound there by Johnson. Of course, number 24 on your screen right now, wearing white. I'll tell you what, just one of the best. Let me think about how I'm going to describe this. He played so well for you guys this year.
Oh, absolutely.
You couldn't ask for anything better than what he played for you guys. And
oh, absolutely. Coming into the season, nobody had any doubt that Quentin was going to be a good football player for us, but he even exceeded expectations as far as a leader, taking control of the offense and things like that. He did a great job this year, and we'll be very fortunate. It's excited to have him back again for next year.
When he found Gabe Roberts over in the left corner of the end zone at Boyd County, that was a big-time throw. Right on the money. First free throw by Brashear is up and good. My favorite throw, it wasn't his best throw, but it was to Potter in the back of the end zone on a pop pass on 4th and goal at Bell County.
Yeah.
He put it to where only Potter catches it.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you guys don't know Potter, he's probably, 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah. He went up and grabbed it one-handed.
And when you watched it on the replay, it looks like, it's a flush catch. No, he tipped it and caught it.
Yeah.
Lane. Backdoor cut to Sexton. Way to be patient by Gavin Sexton. What a game he's played tonight.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about favorite plays of the season. And I had mentioned we had a kickoff return against West Carter for a touchdown. It was a favorite one. And then the other one was that touchdown against Boyd County goes down as probably my favorite play of the year just because it's against my alma mater. I was really happy to get out of Cannonsburg that night with a win.
When Coach Tim Champlin came up to the press box, and I mean, me and him were absolutely fired up.
I'll say I was happy to escape Cannonsburg with a win that night.
Big time win. Of course, that's the second straight win in Cannonsburg for you guys.
Yep, sure is. It's always fun to be able to go back home and come out with a W.
Right. Well, how do you think I felt when I walked out of Russell?
Oh, that's even more fun.
So McGuire looks like Steele is in, Burton, Tussey, and Minix. This is the future, and what a promising future it is. Minix, corner three, no good. Good job there by Steele, kind of knocking that one out. Tussey just can't hang on to it, and it'll go out of bounds.
I will say one of my favorite things as a player, though, was at your alma mater. Got to take a knee on the art in the football game.
Yeah, they probably made a Letterman jacket out of that for you guys.
No, we were 2-2 my 4 years of high school.
Nice spin in the lane, no good. Let me tell you a story. This is the truth, okay? The year Boyd County beat Russell was the year we won state.
Yeah,
okay.
That was a couple years after I graduated.
Okay. On senior night, Boyd County, all their favorite memories was the time they beat Russell. That's the truth, too. Tussey had it over in the right corner. Looks to drive, kicks it back out front to Minix. Minix puts it between his legs, and he may just let this clock die, and he will. 62-45. East Carter really just put it in cruise control after building that lead, and it was a lead that, Coach, it didn't. East Carter really just, they shot the ball well there, especially going into the half, midway through the third quarter and beginning of the fourth quarter to put this game out of reach. But it just never felt like that either team played as good as they could have.
No, this definitely didn't feel like it's a 17-point win.
Right.
Like it really was one of those ones. I mean, East Carter Bath County closed the game in and got it close for a little while, but then East Carter expanded it back out.
The gas pedal effect.
But it just never, to me, it didn't feel like a normal game where it was around a 20-point spread for a lot of the night. Like it seemed like a lot closer than that for most of the evening.
Of course, East Carter will host Fairview tomorrow night I'm sure we'll go on the air. The game's scheduled at 6. No later than 5:40 we'll come on the air. And so it's just one of those things where, there's no rest this time of the year for, I don't know. James, where are you at tomorrow? He's at Raceland. We're here. And then on Saturday, me, James, and Felicia go out to KCU for a doubleheader. So just one of those busy times of the year. One of those things. So as the teams combine and meet at half court for a prayer, we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Raceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Raceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Raceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back out here on Kool TV, just got a scoring update, 49-46. Fleming leads Ashland with 2 minutes left. Ooh, that's a
things get tense in
Let
Flemingsburg.
me tell you something. That would be a big win. There's a lot on the line there. Of course, Biggs is a coach out there in Fleming County, and he knows all about those Ashland Tomcats.
Oh, I'm sure Coach Biggs really wants that one even more than normal.
So, two really good teams facing off here tonight. Out in Fleming County. East Carter shot the ball extremely well tonight, Coach, especially from three. All around, good performance for East Carter. Didn't turn the ball over a lot. They shot the ball well from the charity stripe. I think this is a game, if you look at your stats here, look at the 44% from three-point range.
That's an impressive number.
If you hit 4 out of 10 three-point shots and 8 out of 20, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
So, out-rebounded Bath County, actually. So, at the half, Bath County with a huge advantage in the rebounding. Field goal percentage, 44%. Free throw percentage, kind of around their season average, around 66%. Out-rebounded, like I said, 27-26. And it was just a game that it just seemed like, the pace maybe was a little slower than normal. And I think that Cole Brammer is going to be okay with that because, you got to turn right back around in less than 24 hours, you're going to take the floor again.
Yeah. And even for as slower as the pace seemed to be for tonight, East Carter still put up 62 points tonight, which, is right along with their average. Checking on the season, they're only that's actually above their season average. They're averaging 58 points a game.
Yeah.
So they scored above their season average tonight, even with that slower pace. So the shooting, 44% from three-point range helps get that slower pace into a higher score real
And you
quick.
wouldn't expect anything different because, look at the stats. How many triples did they have tonight? What was it, 12 or 13?
Yeah.
So, they just shot the ball well tonight. And I think, that, if you're a Raider fan, if you're a Raider basketball player, or anybody that's involved with East Carter, you're going home not feeling pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of those, like I said, Bath County was long inside. They were going to pack in that zone. And East Carter, to beat a zone, I would say you got to shoot a team out of it. And East Carter shot them out of it tonight.
Well, they shot it out of it, but they still stayed in it.
Yeah. So
Bath County's a team that all season long they've sit in a 2-3. They won't go away from their 2-3. They're always going to be in 2-3. And there were possessions, Coach, where Bath County or East Carter had the possession for well over a minute, and Bath County played really good defensively. But all it took was one little crack in the defense, and East Carter made them pay.
Absolutely, East Carter played really well on the offensive end. Went for a couple of stretches where they went cold shooting-wise. If they don't have those couple of cold stretches from the field, this spread would be a lot more than what it ended up being tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like that there were several minutes during this game, especially during the first half, that there was no points from either team.
Yeah.
You go 3 or 4 minutes, and there was no points, either for East or Bath, and yet East Carter still scores more than their season average at 58. So, really good win for them. I'm telling you, Bath County keeps getting better, though, Coach. I'm going to brag on them a little bit. They played really good defensively, and it seemed like when they got Riney in foul trouble, that changed the way they had to play.
Yeah.
They no longer had the presence in the middle. They no longer had the length, and a lot of those points there at the end of the game came from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Bath County is one of those teams where on any given night, though, they could sneak up and beat anybody. They've got the pieces.
Well, they lack the scoring. Bashir played really good tonight. That's a really good basketball player. I think Sorrell's a really good basketball player. McCarty's a good player. But they're not guys that will necessarily line up the scoreboard. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're good basketball players, but Bath County's not built to play from behind.
No.
They're a team that if they get the lead, or up 10, up 12, they're a team that they're able to manage that. If you get them down 10 or 12, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're not going to run up and down the floor a whole lot and transition that into baskets. But like I said, if they can get a couple shots early and get a lead on you, then sit in that zone and pack it back in. If you miss some shots, they can jump up and get some people.
The good thing about the urgency is, when you get in that zone, that 2-3 zone, if you've got a 7 to 10 point lead, the urgency level for the team that is on offense, it goes up. And I don't think that East Carter was ever pressed tonight. I don't think that their urgency was ever through the roof. I feel like they were just completely comfortable, and it doesn't matter what defense you run. If you've got a team that's offensively comfortable, you're in trouble.
Yeah, East Carter definitely looked comfortable tonight with the basketball and you could tell was prepared for that zone defense and just was content to sit there and go, all right, this possession may take a minute and 30. Like, we're going to work the basketball from side to side, and they kept working it between the guards. And they worked the basketball from side to side to side, and said, I'm going to find an empty shot.
Of course, we will talk to Coach Kool Brammer momentarily. He's down talking to WGOH or WUGO down there on the floor. I believe he's about to make his way up here as he reaches for his headsets momentarily. Well, maybe he will, maybe he won't. As he starts talking to Coach Perry down there. See Matt Clark down there on the floor. Of course, he was I'll tell you what, if you don't straighten up, that's going to be the guy that's going to start doing the games down here.
That's fine. I can sit in the crowd and yell.
I was just kidding. I said over the broadcast last week that you got fired.
Oh, I'm sure you did. You can dock my pay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I said he doesn't make anything off of it, but he's fired anyway.
I was like, you can dock my pay for it.
As Coach Kool Brammer makes his way up the steps.
Let me adjust the headset here for this tiny little noggin there.
Coach Kool Brammer of the East Carter Raiders. And, Coach, during the pregame, me and Jeff Whitson were talking about, Evan Goodman's going to get his. Blake Hall's going to get his. There needs to be another guy that's going to step up and take some pressure off those guys. And I think Gavin Sexton and Ty Scott really did a good job tonight.
Absolutely. Those guys played confident. They've been working hard to get ready for that opportunity. And we knew that opportunity could come tonight. Gavin's been, he can shoot that way. When he gets his feet ready, he can shoot it, and Ty's been working extremely hard. That's the kind of shooter he is. And when he shoots with that much confidence and plays with that much confidence, really good things happen for him.
Talk about the way that your team, now I've been with you for a few years now, historically have not been great against the 2-3 zone. Talk about the way that you shot the ball tonight.
Well, you got to, you shot the ball with confidence, in my opinion. It was good rhythm shots, that you were taking through the offense and getting yourself ready. And, when you play with that much confidence and you're ready to shoot it, I'll take those guys. I'll take those guys to knock them down.
Talk about the toughness of your team. Bath County came out of the gate. They were red hot there for a little bit. They were a very athletic team. They have a lot of length. Didn't rattle your team. It seemed like East Carter never really drug their feet. They kind of just put the car in neutral and rolled and rolled and rolled, and to the point where I believe James Collier to my left said that you guys went on a 20-4 run.
Really?
And
well, I was telling there on the radio, it comes to the point to where when they got that kid eligible there in the middle, he causes a ton of issues.
Yeah,
he's a good player. You're playing a 2-3 zone and you've got somebody who can take up that much space and block shots and get the first rebound and stuff like that, he makes things very hard. And when they do that, it forces you to make shots. And when you play inside out from that goes a long way. And that's what we were able to do. I felt like I liked our chances, to get that ball to the middle, get it to the opposite side, and just have shooters ready to knock them down.
Of course, you can't you can't celebrate this win for very long. In less than 24 hours, you're going to take the same floor against a pretty good Fairview team who's, they're kind of streaky. They're a team that could definitely come here and beat you. How do you guys just, I noticed tonight that, the pace was way down. It seemed like you were able to rest your legs.
Yeah.
What's the scouting report on
you got to turn around and go. I mean, you got to turn around and go. You got to be ready to go tomorrow. Play another very quality opponent, just like I talked about Bath County.
Yeah.
If that team right there is healthy,
they're a good team,
and eligible.
Brashear's a great player.
Brashear, I don't know how many games he missed, but I know he was out for an extended period of time, and then you get the boy eligible there in the middle. That team right there, if they're healthy and all together all year, they probably won 12, 13 ball games. You can't look at somebody's record and not know, kind of what's happened in their past and their history. That's a credit to them and credit to Coach Perry. I think he's got a good team, and they're coming together just at the right time.
Coach Cole Brammer, the East Carter Raiders. We will talk to you tomorrow, Coach.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all.
We'll be back on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Chad's telling him everything back out here on Kool TV as we're trying to read the body language of Chad Goodman down there, which is always one of the bigger mysteries here in Grayson. Great guy. We love Chad Goodman. For the final time, 62-45, East Carter has defeated Bath County. Coach, a game that East Carter was really just able to put the cruise control on midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, East Carter took control of the game and right after halftime and never really looked back on it. And just was able to keep spreading that lead out a little bit and then just slow it down and be methodical with it the rest of the night and finish off a good, convincing win.
So for Spencer Hutchison and Jeff Whitson and Felicia Collier and James Collier, the best crew in the whole area, this has been a presentation of Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Thank you for watching another East Carter Raiders basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This presentation of East Carter Raiders basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hit Sports Network and Kool TV.